Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a serious topic that could impact millions of people across Asia, 7 Asian countries that could lose US green card opportunities in 2026. If you're an immigrant, a prospective applicant, a student preparing for work in the US, or someone supporting family members abroad, this video is for you. We'll break down potential changes, the reasons behind them, and what it could mean for you. What does losing the green card really mean? Before we list the countries, let's clarify something important. When we say a country might lose access to the US green card, we're usually talking about cap limitations, reduced visa numbers for certain nationalities, policy changes affecting eligibility, new rules that restrict people from certain countries, removal from diversity visa programs, like the DV lottery, increased scrutiny on specific nationalities, making applications harder to approve. None of this is officially confirmed yet, much of it is based on proposed policy changes, U.S. immigration trends, and recent legislative discussions. But the possibility is real enough that people should be aware and prepared. Philippines. The Philippines has one of the longest backlogs for U.S. green cards, sometimes exceeding 20 years for certain categories like family-sponsored visas. Why it could lose green card opportunities. Backlog pressures. The U.S. system limits per-country caps. When backlogs grow, policymakers may push to redistribute quotas away from the Philippines to other countries. Priority reform discussions. Some lawmakers suggest eliminating per-country limits entirely or favoring highly skilled workers over family preference categories. What this means for Filipinos. If changes go through, Filipino applicants might wait even longer for approval. See fewer new visas allocated to their country. Face higher rejection rates if demand forces stricter standards. This isn't a guaranteed outcome, but it's a real concern in immigration reform talks. India. India consistently sends the highest number of immigrants to the US for employment-based green cards. Why India could be affected. High demand plus per-country caps equals huge backlogs. For many Indian applicants, the wait for employment green cards extends beyond a decade. Legislators are considering changes to immigration priorities that could reduce allocations for family-based visas and shift focus toward newcomers with advanced degrees, STEM fields, or investors. The impact. Even though India is a major contributor to the U.S. workforce, any decrease in green card access could slow the path to citizenship for Indian professionals. Cause brain drain concerns for the U.S. Trigger legal and congressional debates. So while India may not lose access completely, its share could shrink, affecting millions. Bangladesh. Bangladesh isn't always in the headlines when it comes to immigration, but it could be one of the countries most impacted if reforms target backlogs and quota redistribution. Why Bangladesh is on the radar. Fast population growth. Rising interest in overseas work and study. Large number of applicants through family-based preferences. If lawmakers rework the way visas are allocated, especially prioritizing employment over family sponsorships, Bangladesh could lose ground. What could happen? Longer waits for families trying to reunite. Lower issuance of new green cards. More scrutiny for applicants from Bangladesh. It's speculative, but worth watching. Pakistan. Pakistan faces similar risks due to rapidly growing demand for U.S. immigration, especially in family categories. What's driving the concern? High volume of pending cases. Policy proposals favoring skills over family ties. Potential changes in diversity visa eligibility. Pakistan could be impacted if decisions are made to cut down the overall number of green cards for countries with heavy demand. Effects on citizens. Delays in visa processing. Fewer slots available each year. Greater uncertainty for applicants and sponsors. Again, not certain, but a trend worth noting. Nepal. Nepal is unique because it currently benefits from diversity visa programs more than many Asian countries. Risk factor. The U.S. has been reviewing the diversity visa lottery itself, with some lawmakers wanting to scrap the program. If the DV lottery is eliminated or severely limited, Nepal could lose one of its main pathways to U.S. residency. Consequences. Sudden drop in immigrant flow from Nepal. Individuals who rely on diversity visas would need alternative paths, like employment or family sponsorship. Increased competition for fewer visas. That makes Nepal a country to watch. Iraq. Many Iraqis immigrate to the U.S. through humanitarian and refugee channels. Threats to green card access. Refugee admissions caps have been a political battleground in the past few years. If those caps remain low or are reduced further, fewer Iraqis will be able to adjust status to green card holders. Additional concerns. Ongoing regional instability could either increase humanitarian admissions, or trigger stricter border policies. This is complex terrain, but the possibility of reduced green card access is significant. Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan applicants may also be affected by broader immigration rule changes. Why Sri Lanka risks losing green card access? Currently, most Sri Lankan immigrants rely on family-based categories. Proposed reforms may shift emphasis to employment or skills-based immigration. If that happens, Sri Lankan applicants without employment ties may struggle to qualify. Personal implications. Reduced access can lead to longer processing times, fewer visas each year, more competition with applicants from larger countries. Not all policy proposals will pass, but Sri Lanka is one of the countries that could feel the effects. Now, some important context. No country is officially confirmed to lose green card access in 2026. These are potential outcomes based on policy discussions, legislative proposals, and immigration trends. The U.S. immigration system is under pressure, and lawmakers are actively debating how to reduce backlogs, change priorities, and reform caps. Many of these discussions are still in early stages, and public pressure from immigrant communities could influence outcomes. What you can do if you're affected. Consult an immigration lawyer. Professional guidance is critical. Keep all documentation up to date. Stay informed on policy changes by following official U.S. citizenship and immigration services updates. Prepare alternative plans, student visas, employment sponsorships, investor visas, etc.